I think, I mean, another conversation I've been having recently that when you say this, it makes me think. So you said that when I piss you off or when you get pissed off, this is like, I always describe myself as an abrasive person. I'm a person that I live my truth, if you the way you want to call it. You know me, you know what I'm like. I don't really sugarcoat things. I don't really like talking as the person. Like I'm very like, this is how it is. This is what I do. If you don't like it, don't like it. Yeah. Right. And I'm trying to. Is that the way? This is what I've been battling myself with. Is that the way to live? Because I am upsetting other people because I'm living the way I live, like how I am. It does upset other people sometimes when I'm very direct and very straight. And my friend has said to me, he said, it's your responsibility for your actions. Your actions are your responsibility. What you say is your responsibility. Everything you do is your responsibility.
How they take it is this.
But how they take it is theirs.
So
how they react to you.
You have every right to be your truth. And apologetically, you have every right to do so. You know, as long as you're not hurting someone, you're going to hurt people by default. Because some people don't want to hear the truth. Some people don't want to feel the truth. Some people don't want to see the truth. You know, but we go back to intention. You know, if let's say you've done me a wronging, yeah, I don't want you to do 10 other people a wronging. I'm going to tell you that you've done me a wronging. In my eyes, I feel like you've done this, my friend. However you take it, that's your business. But I'm going to let you know because I have every responsibility to do so. Because I'm not going to I'm going to do my best in my power and not let you do to someone else. Because sometimes, you know what? Even if you do, you're going to meet someone like yourself. And it's going to end bad for you. Because I leave it out of my hands. But at the point of interaction, you have to be your truth. Whether they like it or not. Don't sit there and feed nobody's insecurities. Because you're not helping them. If I mess up as a friend and you're not telling me, mate, you're setting me up to fail. How I take it is down to me. Say, right, that guy's a jealous prick. He's telling me lies. But that's on me. But if I go on my spiritual level, I say, whoa, oh shit. Like, it kind of humbled me. I need to fix this, fix that, and fix this. You know?
I think, again, I bring everything down to fighting. So I look at it from, if I am doing something badly in the gym and I'm doing something incorrectly and I'm with my training partner who I train with every day, and he exposes that problem, let's say, try and think of an example. I'm trying to get up against the fence, but I don't defend my head, and he hits me 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Okay, I got hit, so I should know that there's an error there. So there's a disconnect. But if I continue to do that and I'm continuing to make that mistake, I would like my training partner or my friend to highlight to me, listen, bro, this is wrong, you should do this. And that would then stop me from taking damage in the long term. So it's like, what I'm trying to say is that if you're a friend and you have a problem and you see someone with let's say, a gap in their personality or a problem they don't fix or a way they act, if you sit there and don't say anything to them and they just continue to be like that, it's like you should, if you see something, you should notice it. You should say to your friend, listen, bro, sort this out. Because this is weak, or this is wrong, or this is going to bring you harm, or this is a problem, or whatever. And it's up to them to, internalize it however they're going to. If they get upset and don't want to be your friend anymore, well, you did the right thing.
It's their business, because you know what, in life, you have a lovely house, You're the house. What happens in that house is all the doors are left open. You let everybody in, They choose the doors they close. And once they're in the corridor, there's nowhere fun to go no more. They have to step out. It's as simple as that. But you never stop being the house. People make their own choices, and you just see people shift out your life, and you think, okay, but you have to know deep down you've told the truth to this person. Because what happens is, if you feel you wasn't your truest self, you invite them back into that house. Every relationship I have with everyone, I do my best to tell the truth. Whether it's in action, whether it's in demeanor, but you'll get a sense of truth from me. Whether it's by word, but you will get a sense of truth from me all the time. And if you don't appreciate that truth, I step aside. I always step aside, because you can't burn energy on someone that don't want to learn. Even people that have told me truths and I haven't listened to, they've had to step aside. Then I learn later, because you know what? You can always say something to someone, but they might not hear it. Sometimes they'll hear it when you're not there. But make sure you speak, or make sure you demonstrate what is supposed to be right.
Or what you think is right.
Or what you think is right.
Yeah, I think,
to your truest nature. Do you understand?
but as we said at the beginning, so the beginning question was getting jacked after 35, or, you know, succumbing to spirituality, or believing in spirituality. What allows you, or what mechanism, or how do you push and rely on your truth and be the truest version of yourself? Obviously, it's very difficult to do for a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with being the true selves, pushing forward and living in this world where there's so many distractions. How do you stay centered? Like, how is that? What's the practicality of that for you?
Through every experience, if I get jacked at 35, you mean?
No. I mean, how have you built your life that you can stay connected? And if you see yourself veering off and maybe being dishonest, or maybe not living to your true self, or not being the person that you want to be, how do you realign yourself to be back in that place?
Because you know what, when I go through it, more time it's just me and God. So I go back there. I go back to, if I'm not being my truest self in any situation, it's mad. It's like a automatic reaction. I just retract. And I go back to being quiet until I figure it out. Because, you know, if I do something that's not serving me or anybody else or the collective, it's dead weight. So I can only appreciate my God, then myself, then I can be who I'm supposed to be in any given situation. So I always go back. I recenter myself and say, okay, I'm stepping out of the situation. Yeah. Not because I can't get through it, because some people don't get shit sometimes. Some people, even including myself, there's sometimes I've had some fights that I didn't have to have.
It's a waste of energy.
And taught me nothing. So I go back to myself. In previous, I spoke about this on the last podcast. Every time I used to get angry, bro, it cost me something big. It cost me something big. And I had to say, okay, look, this ain't serving you purpose. Do you understand? I understand, if you're backed into a corner, it's a different thing. But if you lose your shit over something stupid, there's no validity in it. And it will cost you. So now I just sit back and I watch things very calmly. It's experience. Experience has taught me to say, okay, look, center self. If you make the decision, what are the consequences?